Hello friends, Mwah. I'm Naturally Melee, and welcome to another episode of Tangles Untamed, where we are exploring how to live naturally. If today is the first episode that you are joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. And to all my friends who have been here along the way, it's good to see you. Today we are talking about porosity and how easy it is to determine your porosity. It's very important to know in your natural hair care journey. Very simply, what we are going to do, we need a piece of hair, just a strand of hair from somewhere. Let me see if I can get some loose shedding. That's all we really need. It's loose shedding from somewhere, and there it is. We don't need it. If she's trying to get away, you don't need it. Get rid of it, okay? So here we are with some shedding. And what I'm going to do is take this and wash it. This little tiny piece, I'm going to put shampoo in between my fingers. Wash this piece with warm water. This is what I'm doing. Washing it with warm water. And I'm going to wash it several times simply because I don't want any residue from conditioner, pre-poo, anything that may be on that strand, I don't want it on there. So we're going to clean that. And that should only take you just a couple of minutes. Okay, so it should be nice and thoroughly cleaned. And from it, we're going to pull a strand. All we need is one strand. Pull very gently until it releases. There we go. Now I have one strand of clean hair. So all it takes is one, okay? So now I would like to take that glass of water and fill it with lukewarm tap water. Doesn't have to be distilled or special water from the spring, just tap water. And I'm going to fill this cup or this glass, I choose to use a glass, almost to the rim because I want to see what's going to happen with that. So what I want to do with this is take that strand of hair. You can't see it here. Maybe you can. I'm not sure if you can see it at all, but it's there, trust me. And I'm going to put it into this glass of water and release it. It doesn't matter if you wait 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 hours, the end of the workday, tomorrow. That hair strand is going to do what it's going to do in the first 5 minutes of being put in the water. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes for me, and we're going to understand what the hair strand is doing, and that's going to determine your porosity. And then I'm going to talk to you about the differences in porosity and how to care for them. So as you can see, the hair strand has moved to the side of the glass, probably because I picked it up and I moved it around, but it has not sunk in at all. So it's still floating right there on the very top of that water. It has not done anything else. Porosity is simply the ability for your hair to retain moisture. How will my hair maintain or retain moisture? So to me, that is much more important than curl pattern. People want to say, I'm a 3A, I'm a 4A, I'm a 4B, which simply means it's an aesthetic. It means what your curl looks like, which cannot help you in any way to keep moisture in your hair. It cannot help you in any way to do anything but style your hair. We need to keep our hair healthy, and we need to keep our hair natural. Learning your porosity will do that. So with the strand of hair remaining at the top of this glass, that says that my hair is low porosity. So we have low porosity, medium porosity, which means it is floating somewhere in here. High porosity means it has sunk to the bottom. And I don't want to use the word sunk as if it's a bad thing, but technically, high porosity hair is very high maintenance. Medium porosity hair is the best of both worlds, okay? And low porosity hair, to me, is easiest to maintain. It doesn't require a lot of protein, and it maintains its shape, it maintains its moisture, it does everything that I want it to do. So I'm very happy with my low porosity hair. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit about the differences in low porosity, medium porosity, and high porosity. The reason I said that high porosity hair is mostly high maintenance hair, it seems to be the hair that is heat damaged or chemically altered. So that's the reason we say that it's high porosity. Now, if your hair porosity can change, and you can change that dynamic by taking care of your hair naturally, and it will move towards medium and low. You definitely can do that, and it's all in how you maintain your hair. High porosity hair also have cuticles that are like this. That means moisture can get in, but it also slips right out. So that's another reason it's considered high maintenance. Whereas low porosity, your cuticles are going to be very tight, which means it can hold on to that moisture. It can hold on to it if you use the correct sealant. Now don't get, moisture and oil mixed up, because oil is not moisture. Water equals moisture. So once I put the water in, I want it to stay. And in order for it to stay, I need to use a sealant, which is oil. Now, medium porosity hair is considered normal because the cuticles are placed in a way that moisture can get in and stay in. It's free flowing. It comes in and out, just the way we would love for it to do. And it can hold on to moisture. So that's one reason medium or normal porosity is the most desirable. Now, one of the characteristics of low porosity hair is the cuticles are so tightly shut that it won't allow moisture in. So we have to figure out how to get that moisture in and how to hold on to it once it's in there. So one thing that low porosity folks want to do is they want to take that product and slather it on as much as you can, get it on there, because the cuticles are so tight, it has a hard time letting moisture in. But that's not necessary. Calm down. Okay, there's an easier way. Once you put your product on your hair, what I like to do during my deep conditioning treatment is to put a steam cap on my hair, and that will help me get that moisture in. Okay, and one other thing that's great about low porosity hair, I don't have to rinse my hair with cold water. I don't have to do that. What I do is rinse my hair with warm water, and that helps to loosen up that cuticle just a little bit to be ready to receive my leave-in conditioner. So as a low porosity, what we want to do is use the LCO method. L stands for liquid, C stands for cream, and O stands for oil. and that is going to help you maintain moisture in that order. So I just want to talk a little bit more as I get ready for my wash day. LOC is actually how we're introduced to porosity. We heard the term LOC before we ever heard the term porosity, more than likely. So L is your liquid, oil is for the O, and C is for the cream. And they want you to put the products on your hair in that order. Now that's really for high porosity folks. And if you're medium porosity, you're very fortunate because you're able to use either method. But I found that my hair was still dry using LOC. And then I found out the reason why once I explored and got more information on porosity. I realized it's because I'm low porosity. So I need to introduce the products to my hair differently. So I started to use the LCO method, and I did see a big difference in retaining moisture for my hair. So what I'm going to do is take my hair down, take my twists out, and then after that, I'm going to put on my pre-poo for about an hour. Then after that, I will shampoo my hair very, very thoroughly. And then I will put on my deep conditioner with my steam cap. Then after that, when I finish rinsing my hair and all of the deep conditioner out of my hair and I get out of the shower, that is where the LCO method, because I'm low porosity, comes into play. So my hair will be dripping wet from the shower. So then that's already the liquid portion of it. So then I will put my leave-in conditioner on. And then after that, I'm going to seal that water and that cream with my oil. And that is going to help to maintain or retain, which in other words means keep moisture in. Okay? So don't think that oil is going to keep the moisture in. Ayurvedic herbs is going to keep the moisture in. We have to remember to use this method, whether you're high porosity, medium porosity, or low porosity. And you have to remember that water is moisture, not oil. Okay, so always remember that. Hair grease is a beautiful thing, but it is not moisture. Water equals moisture. You want to seal it with that oil. Yes, 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 there is such thing as having more than one porosity in one head of hair. So if I were you and you suspect that you have more than one porosity because your hair acts differently, the back might not behave the way the front behaves, or you might have this portion in the middle that doesn't behave the way the sides behave, you could very potentially have more than one porosity in your hair. So take a strand from different portions of your head, the side, and this side, the front, the crown, the back. Take the porosity test for every portion of your hair that you want to. Always use a clean glass of water and never do all the strands at one time. I would just do one strand at a time, make a note on a piece of paper which strand you're doing and how it behaves. Remember to clean each strand. That's very important too. But yes, you can have more than one porosity in one head of hair. Now today, I'm not going to use a pre-poo. I'm just going to shampoo, deep condition. I'm going to use my pre-poo that I've prepared as my leave-in conditioner today. And I will let you know how that goes. In the meantime, Melee and I are signing off. I hope you have learned a lot. And I hope that you take a moment to like, comment, and share. If you really have enjoyed this video, feel free to ask questions or feel free to leave me information so that we can explore it together. And it will help me know what type of videos you guys would like to hear about in the future.